If you want to buy some RGB lighting that also comes with a gaming laptop, then the ASUS Scar 15 might be for you. Seriously, this thing is covered in it. Along with the Perky Rgb Keyboard, which is pretty standard these days, it's also got a light bar along the front, the logo on the back also lights up, and new with this year's model is a light bar under the screen. I look forward to seeing next year's model where the whole thing is just one RGB light. And of course, you can customize all of those zones individually through the software. And if RGB isn't your thing, then why are you considering this laptop? But seriously, you can turn it off if you prefer. Anyway, I guess it's not all about the lighting. There are also some pretty nice specs inside too. I've got one of the higher spec models here, so it's got 8-core Ryzen 9 5900HX processor and NVIDIA RTX 3080 graphics. But there are of course lower spec configurations for less money. You can find examples and updated prices down in the description. The performance is kind of a mixed bag. That Ryzen 9 5900HX CPU does great in CPU workloads. If we're looking at something like Cinebench, then the scores are right up there. But when it comes to gaming, it's not doing quite as good as I would have hoped, and that's in spite of those top-end specs. If you want to see the details, I've compared it with a bunch of other gaming laptops in this video here, but basically the summary is that other lower spec laptops can beat it, and this seems to be because it doesn't let you disable Optimus. Gaming laptops that do have that feature will see a speed boost in games. Now, although we cannot disable Optimus in this laptop to boost performance, we can still bypass it, and this is done by connecting an external monitor to the Type-C port, as that offers DisplayPort out. Unfortunately, the HDMI port won't work for that as it connects to the Radeon integrated graphics. I saw a 12.5% boost to average FPS in Shadow of the Tomb Raider simply by connecting an external screen. So it's cool that we can do that to boost performance, but it would have been nice if it would let us disable Optimus and get that with the laptop screen, as there are other alternatives out there that offer that feature. But hey, at least it's got FreeSync. The laptop screen is also quite good for gaming. I measured it with a fairly low response time. I've just got the 1080p panel here, but it is also available with a 1440p option too. I didn't find the laptop to get too hot, but this will vary depending on the workload. The Ryzen processor is cooled by liquid metal though, so presumably that's helping out to some degree. What I personally liked most was the mechanical keyboard. It just feels great to type with. I've got a few other gaming laptops to review at the moment, and none of those keyboards come anywhere close to this. The only downside is, as you can hear, that extra noise. That's just a trade-off of a mechanical keyboard. Personally, I don't mind it too much, but if you're going to be in a quiet environment like a library or something, it might be annoying for other people. Otherwise, I found the fairly large precision touchpad to work quite well, and you can hold it down on the top right corner to turn it into a numpad. The Scar has decent I/O. Most of it is on the back, which I personally prefer, as those larger cables like power and Ethernet run out the back and stay out of the way. The left just has a couple of USB Type-A ports and 3.5mm headphone jack, while the right pretty much only has Keystone. Now, Keystone is basically this little red plastic thing. It's got an NFC chip inside it, and when you connect it, it connects by a magnet, and basically it applies all the settings to your laptop that you save. So you can customize things like RGB lighting or performance modes and stick this in and it applies it all. Personally, I don't think it's that useful unless maybe you share the laptop with others and they have a Keystone too. But you can also use it to make a hidden drive and hide stuff. The Scar 15 has a 90Wh battery inside, and the battery life was quite impressive. And while we're in here, I guess I'll also mention that there are 2 memory slots and 2 M.2 slots for storage. And the Wi-Fi 6 card is hidden under the installed SSD. So there's no soldered memory like the thinner Zephyrus series. You do have to be careful when opening the laptop though. The light bar on the front is actually attached to that bottom panel, which means that in order to power it, it's connected to the motherboard by 2 ribbon cables. So when pulling the bottom panel off, you've kind of slowly got to move it and then unplug those cables before removing the panel. If you don't do that, you can break the connectors and then no more RGB, and we definitely wouldn't want that. There's also no camera here, which is the case with many of ASUS's gaming laptops at the moment, and I'm sure that will be a deal breaker for some, but it does still have a microphone at least. I almost forgot to mention how good the speakers are. This might be the best sounding gaming laptop I've ever tested. Seriously, the speakers just sound amazing. Now there's no point in letting you listen to them. Even if I did use copyright safe music, you'd be subject to my microphone, YouTube compression, and your own speakers or whatever you're listening to. But trust me, they sound seriously good. There's nice bass and they just sound great. Anyway, I think ASUS have delivered on what most people were asking for last year: high-end Ryzen gaming laptops. I'm sure we'll definitely be seeing more, but this is one of the first available. And it's great to see a company get behind AMD's mobile processors like this, as they obviously have a lot to offer and a lot of people have been requesting them. If you want far more information on the Scar 15, then you can check out my other review on the main channel over here. But basically, to summarize, I think this is a pretty good laptop. You get good battery life, pretty good screen, mechanical keyboard, good CPU performance, amazing speakers, and of course all that RGB lighting. So let me know what you thought down in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, then get subscribed for future laptop videos like this one.